My nonprofit is getting our website overhauled. Should we go for the bells and whistles or stick to a small budget? That is so cool that I was asked this question, because you would typically see this question asked of a website designer or a website developer. And I am neither. I mean, although I've done them, not for money, I've done them for myself. I love being asked that question, because then, when you ask a question of a person who usually doesn't get questions like that, you get the benefit of how that person thinks, which can add to your decision-making mix. That's cool. This is what I would say. I would assert that the primary function of a website for most nonprofits is for fundraising. And I would say that the primary function of the website for most of the remaining population of nonprofits is to sell your products that are part of your nonprofit mission. So you're either using it for e-commerce or for flat out fundraising. And so I don't know what you're referring to as bells and whistles, but that's okay. You define that. What I would say is, don't lose sight of the key and core thing that your nonprofit organization needs the website for. If it is fundraising and there's no e-commerce involved, don't worry about friendliness with e-commerce on the back end. You can choose whatever platform makes sense. Choose a website designer and website developer who can give you rock solid fundraising tools and hook it up to some great fundraising tools, the ability to accept donations in the way that your organization wants to accept donations. For example, if your organization really wants to cultivate recurring donations, then make sure whatever website service you choose and the platform and the professional services around that include hooking it up to a service for which donors can make recurring donations, not just one-time donations. So make sure that the service package you use includes that service, which could cost more in hard costs and in service costs as well. But get present to what is the most important thing that your nonprofit wants to do with the website. It's not just a visceral experience of like, ooh, shiny website toys, right? So stay focused on that, and that will be your guide always. Also, don't lose sight of where your organization is going. So for example, if right now it's donations only, but later you want to be able to include ticket sales, then mention that now, because even if that part isn't implemented now, you might choose a platform that's more friendly to ticket sales versus a platform that's less friendly to ticket sales when something like that is implemented later. So bear in mind where the organization is going over the next 3 to 5 years, but you don't necessarily have to implement all of that right now. So that's what I would use as my guiding beacon in order to steward those funds in the most efficient way and have those funds that are invested in your website generate a return for your nonprofit.